Did you know that right now, at this very moment, someone is sitting at a computer pretending to be a Social Security official, and they're targeting people just like you? It's a sobering thought, but here's the good news: knowing about it is the first and most powerful step toward protecting yourself. Today, we're diving into a brand new warning just issued by the Social Security Administration that every recipient needs to hear. So stay with me, because what we're about to share could save you from losing your hard-earned benefits, or even your life savings. If you find this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss an important update like this one, and drop a comment below telling us if you've ever received a suspicious call or email about your Social Security. We read every single one. Now, let's get into the heart of what's happening, because this is serious, and it's growing. The Social Security Administration, along with its Office of the Inspector General, has just issued a fresh, urgent warning about a wave of scams specifically targeting Social Security recipients across the country. And the timing of this warning is no coincidence. It was released in connection with something called National Slam the Scam Day, observed on March 5, 2026. That's a national awareness campaign designed to help everyday Americans, especially seniors, recognize and resist the increasingly clever tricks that fraudsters are using these days. You might be thinking, I'm pretty careful. I wouldn't fall for a scam. And honestly, that confidence is admirable. But here's the thing: these are not the clumsy, obvious scams of years past. These aren't the poorly spelled emails from a foreign prince asking for your bank details. No. Today's scammers are sophisticated, patient, and disturbingly convincing. They've done their homework. They know your name. They sound professional. And in some cases, they even know the last 4 digits of your Social Security number before you've said a single word. That's how advanced these operations have become. Let's start with one of the most alarming new tactics making the rounds right now, and it's arriving right in your email inbox. The SSA is warning about a significant surge in fraudulent emails that appear to be offering access to your personal Social Security statement. The email looks legitimate. It might even have the SSA logo on it. It tells you there's an important update to your account, and all you need to do is click a link to view your statement. But the moment you click that link, you could be handing over your personal information to a criminal, or worse, unknowingly downloading malicious software onto your computer that gives a stranger full access to everything stored on your device. Your passwords. Your bank information. Your Medicare details. Everything. Now, think about how many of us rely on email every day to stay in touch with family, manage appointments, and yes, occasionally check in on important matters like Social Security. It's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. That's exactly why scammers are using it. They go where the people are. And right now, they're flooding inboxes with these deceptive messages, hoping that even a small percentage of recipients will click. But the email scams are just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Another deeply troubling tactic the SSA is flagging involves impersonation, and not just any impersonation. These scammers are using the real, actual names of SSA and Office of the Inspector General employees when they call you. Imagine picking up the phone and someone says, "Hello, this is Officer James Reynolds from the Social Security Administration's Office of the Inspector General, badge number 4471. It sounds completely real, doesn't it? They might even send you a follow-up letter on what appears to be official government letterhead, complete with a seal and a case number. This level of detail is intentional. It's designed to make you feel like you have no choice but to comply. And for many kind, trusting, law-abiding people, that sense of official authority can be genuinely intimidating. You don't want to be in trouble with the government. Nobody does. So when someone calls claiming there's a serious problem with your Social Security number, it's natural to feel a flutter of panic. That panic is exactly what these criminals are counting on. Which brings us to another scam that has been circulating with alarming frequency, the benefit increase trap. Here's how it works. Someone contacts you, often by phone, and congratulates you on qualifying for a cost of living adjustment, or COLA, or some other kind of benefit increase. Great news, right? But then comes the catch. They tell you that in order to activate this increase, you'll need to pay a small processing fee, or verify your information, or provide your banking details so the funds can be properly deposited. Every word of it is a lie. There is no fee. There is no new benefit waiting for you. There is only a scammer on the other end of the line, waiting to take what's yours. So how do you tell the real from the fake? The SSA has been very clear about this, and it's worth repeating slowly so it really sinks in. The Social Security Administration will never, and I want to emphasize that word, never, threaten you with arrest or legal action because you haven't paid a fee. They will never tell you that your Social Security number has been suspended, because that's simply not something that can happen. They will never ask you to pay anything using gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, or by mailing cash. If anyone ever asks you to do any of those things while claiming to be from the government, you are talking to a scammer. Full stop. There are a few other red flags worth keeping in your back pocket. If someone is pressuring you to quickly move your money into a so-called protected bank account for safekeeping, that is a scam. If they're asking you to keep a Social Security matter secret, even from your family, that is a scam. Legitimate government agencies do not operate in secrecy. They do not pressure you. They do not demand immediate action under threat of consequences. Real government officials give you time to think, to ask questions, and to verify everything independently. And speaking of verifying, here's one of the simplest and most effective tools you have at your disposal. Official emails from the Social Security Administration will always come from an address that ends in .gov, not .com, not .org, not some long string of random letters. Just .gov. If you receive an email about your Social Security that comes from any other kind of address, treat it with extreme suspicion. And if you ever receive a call or message that feels off to you, even just a little bit, the best thing you can do is hang up, set it aside, and contact the SSA directly through their official website or by visiting your local Social Security office in person. It can also be enormously helpful to talk to someone you trust, a family member, a friend, a neighbor, before taking any action based on an unsolicited communication. Sometimes just saying the situation out loud to another person is enough to reveal that something doesn't add up. Scammers rely on isolation. They want you to act alone, in the moment, before your good judgment has a chance to kick in. Don't give them that power. As we near the end of our conversation today, it's worth taking a quiet moment to acknowledge something. The fact that these scammers target seniors isn't random. They do it because they believe older Americans are more trusting, more polite, and less likely to question authority. But you know what? That's actually a reflection of something admirable about your generation, the values of respect and civility that you've carried your whole life. The answer isn't to become suspicious of everyone. The answer is to stay informed, stay connected, and know your rights. You worked hard your entire life for those Social Security benefits. You earned every single dollar. And no smooth-talking stranger on the phone or in your inbox has any right to take that from you. Coming up next, we're going to wrap things up with a few final thoughts and some easy steps you can take starting today to keep yourself and your loved ones protected, so stay right there, because the last part of this video might just be the most important of all.